Today, guys, I have this awesome Desert Oasis house for you to help you build in your desert biome in your survival world, of course. But first, let's take a look at it. Now, when you're building this build, just keep in mind to build it in a desert biome because this is desert biome specific and it'll look the best in that biome. I did build this in my normal world, my normal tutorial world, without any of this decoration that you see around me. And it did not look very good. And that's just because it is biome specific. It needs to have its natural environment around it to make it look good. And I think it looks much, much better with all this environment. Just something to keep in mind when you're building this build. But let's take a look at the front entrance here because I absolutely love how cozy this feels. You have a small little cactus right off to the side of the door right there. And then some little shutters above the window on the diagonal front here. And then we have on the side some barrels kind of piled up for like little extra storage. And then on the back, just this nice simple back, quaint little cozy, humble design. And then on the side, we have a nice little garden roof with a little garden on the bottom to accommodate it. If we go on to the inside, we'll see that it's a nice, cozy interior once again. Now, obviously, in a desert home, you probably wouldn't have a fireplace lit during the daytime, but however, during the night, it gets quite cold in the desert, so you might have that there just for that. Now, in the sides here, we just have some extra little storage features with a little cactus, and then off to this little side room, we have a nice little kitchen area, which looks really good. Equipped it with a smoker, a blast furnace, and a regular furnace for your, all your little needs there. If we climb this ladder, it'll lead you up into the bedroom area, which, I have to say, quite disappointed with it. I did not, spend too much time on this, but I'm sure you guys can come up with something a lot better. Maybe if I just made this a single bed, it would look really good. But yeah, this is the house. This is the space you guys have to work with. I'm going to now show you how to build this nice little Desert Oasis home. So here is the layout for this build for today. This build is pretty, on the smaller scale. So it should be pretty easy to copy down this layout and it's not going to be too hard. Now, I will do a fly around in just a second here of all the builds. So you feel free to pause the video at any time just to kind of take a look at it. Now, this is normally how my tutorials work, where we just copy this layout down and then that way you're able to make sure that you have enough space for the build in your world. Now, just to keep in mind that these are not smooth stone, red sandstone. So just make sure that, this is different from over here. So just to make sure, I'm just doing a quick little fly around for you. Feel free to pause the video again at any time, just to make sure you guys get every block in its place and you'll be ready to go and build this along with me. All right, so the first step that we're going to be working on today is the chimney. So the chimney side, what we're going to do is build up some red sandstone like this. So in the corners right here, and then one more over on this corner right here. Then what we're going to do is basically just build up a one block right here of any particular sandstone. This is going to be a mixture of red sandstone. And then we're going to just start by, as you can see, just building this up a little bit more. So with any particular blocks that we have right here, so just kind of mixing them right here like that. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now for this one over here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then cross it over, and then do 1, 2, just inwards, just like that. Then what we're going to do right here on top of these red sandstones is we're going to cross over with acacia wood, just like so. And then we're going to finish this off by doing the chimney. So 1, 2, and just go up a little bit more, just like this. Now remember to randomize a little bit in there with your chimney, just having a little bit of texture. And then capping that off with cut red sandstone. And then we can just head over here and grab ourselves some flower pots just to put on top. And that is pretty much just the chimney done. Now we're going to start by framing out the entire rest of the house. So again, building up with some red sandstone in each of these corners over here. And then what we're going to do is basically, we're just going to stack up to this height. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then we build this all the way up to this point right here. So we want to make sure that this roof line is all the way around at this height. Now for this one, we're going to actually be a little bit lower. So to figure that out, what we're going to do is start at this point right here and basically have diagonal logs just like this. So going across, like on that axis right there, and then crossing some logs over right here, crossing logs right here, and then we're gonna go one down for the addition over here, cross some logs over, stack up to this point in each of this. There we go. Perfect. So that is pretty much how you kind of match all this up. You can cross over some logs just like that, but make sure it is on this point right here. So it should match up with your acacia one that goes across just like that. Now we're ready to start filling in everything. Okay, so now we can start filling in everything. So basically what we're going to want to do is come over onto the inside of our house, do an upside down stair on top of this stair, and then bring this over right here and make sure there's an upside down stair on this one. Next thing that we're going to want to do is basically fill this in with a little bit of the... Actually, no, you want to leave this open and then have a regular stair just like so. And then we can have some smooth red sandstone just like that, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then you can add acacia planks just all in here, just like so. And we can add barrels here later on, decorate this up later on. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is basically just start building our little sides up here. So having acacia wood just like so, like this. So filling this all in with acacia. And then we can have a stripped acacia log just like so. And then we can start building this up as well. So adding in a little bit of acacia in here. And you can have acacia by the doorway just like that. Break this one out because that's going to be useful for a window later on. And you can apply that in there now if you really want to. And then we're going to come over here, fill this in with acacia. This one's going to be a little bit different. What we're going to do is place a stripped acacia wood, a plank on top of that, and then an upside down acacia stair just like so. It's going to be sort of the same process on this side. Get out of here, dude. It's going to be the same process on this side and then a little bit something like that. So then we're going to have sort of the same process, just like kind of half done. And then bringing this all the way up like so. Acacia wood right there. And then an upside down stair just like so. Next, what we're going to do is basically bring this across just like that. And then have a little bit of a acacia wood just like so. So right in here, acacia wood, and that just leaves us a little bit of an opening for this area right here. Now, for this area, we want to make sure that this kind of just comes across just like this. So get rid of those two birch logs that we stacked all the way up with. We won't actually need those. And then we'll bring this beam all the way across just like this, okay? So that way, we can just have acacia planks going across all the way, and you can stack them all the way up to this height right here, because we'll just need that for our roof later on. And then, once we come over on this side, we can have acacia planks, and then once more having a little window just like that. Now, for this side, what we're going to do is place 2 acacia planks like this, and then 1 over here. Now we're ready to start doing all the roofing and all the little birch details that kind of make this build come all together. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is start off by doing our main roof. So we're going to put over here some grass blocks going like this, just like so. Now, if you don't have grass blocks, you can always use dirt blocks and then build up a grass stairway to this. However, if you are building this in a desert, it'd be kind of challenging. So you kind of would need a little bit of some grass blocks to be able to do this with. But however, nevertheless, you want to basically put some upside down stairs right here, all the way around the build, just like that. Then you want to put one under here and a slab right there, just like so. Now, one of the main features is we have like this bottom roof and then this top roof. So we want to make sure that we build this all the way around. So having a full block here, now you can always use a full block. You don't have to use slabs, obviously. But we're going to have a full block there. And then we're going to have a stair here. And then we're going to build around with slabs just like this. Now, when we get to this point right here, what we're going to do is put stairs facing inwards, just like that. And then we're going to have some slabs going around with a stair on top. Now, we can put on either side of this stair some stairs facing inwards just to give it a little bit more of an arch. And then the slabs go all the way around once again. Slabs right there on the ends just to connect those ends up. And then we're going to have a little bit of a stair just like that. And then we kind of build this up on this side over here. So when we get to this point, we'll start building this around just like so. And then just basically filling in slabs wherever we don't put stairs. So just like this, going all the way around and putting slabs in each of these corners. This is going around slabs and stay right there, stay right here. And then we can do either a full block or actually, what did I do over in this situation? Well, this one, you can just put a slab. Or if you think the full block looks better and it matches the other side, which I think it does, that's what we're going to do. A little bit of a change up, but I think it looks okay nevertheless. So pretty cool stuff. Now we have to add some slabs on either sides of the end roof, just like this. I'll show you what I mean. So just like this, we're going to add slabs going all the way around. Slabs are here. And looks like that's about where all of the slabs go. So pretty cool stuff. Now we have to start adding in all these little details and then doing the actual like little upper roof as well. So the upper roof, we'll focus on that. And this build basically just builds around, just like so. Just sort of mimicking the outline that we already have in place. And then having a little bit of a one block hangover on this side. Building a slab right here and building 4 slabs across. Slab underneath. And then birch stairs going across like this. And then we're going to have going across, upside down slab, and then, or a top half slab, I should say, and then birch slabs going across just like that. We'll do that one more time on this side. So, and then we can connect all this roof up right here, and then we'll have a little bit more of a hangover, and then we'll build this across, birch slabs, and then building this all the way across like so. And this will be pretty easy. Now, one of the great things about this roof is that it just consists of one block. There's no really fancy pattern. And once you build all of the framework of the house, it should be pretty easy to follow. Now, one of the things that I like to do for this house is down here at the bottom, we're going to add a little bit of extra details. So let's grab our slabs real quick. You can use whatever redstone or whatever red sandstone slabs you want to use. So we're going to put some red sandstone slabs right here, one right there, one right in here, and then one right in here just like that. Okay, leaving this spot open because we can put some more things in there like so. And then on these corners right here, we can basically just add in some acacia. Adding in some acacia all the way around. Acacia trap doors on all of these corners like so. And yeah, that looks pretty darn good. So one more time, let's grab our windows real quick. We're going to place in some windows right here. Don't forget to put in some acacia wood right there by your little chimney. I tend to forget that sometimes, so there we go. And going all the way around with our windows, double checking everything. And for these top windows, you want to make sure that you grab some acacia fence. So acacia fence going all the way around. Just like so, and looking pretty nice. So one of the last little features that we have to do is actually add in this little bottom trim. There's a little bottom trim that goes around the house, and it basically will put 2 stairs right here. And then we'll put an upside down stair right here in the middle with 2 slabs on either side. And this sort of just continues throughout the whole house. So you'll have that right here, right above the window, a stair and then a slab. Going around, all the way around, just checking everything. And right here, we'll actually have a slab like so with a lantern on that side. Lantern right above this window right here. You can have a lantern in the back and then one lantern on the side, just like that. Next thing, we're going to add in some leaves just like this, kind of just dangling down wherever you feel is necessary. Maybe some in the garden up top here. Maybe some in the front would look nice. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Next, we're going to add in some bushes all around the house, just like this, just to kind of make it really do, like it has some life, even in the desert. It's going to have some life. It's going to feel very cozy. And yeah, it's going to be a nice little home that you can live in. One final thing that we have to do with this house is actually add in some acacia buttons all the way around. So just like so. Now for over here, we're just going to add birch buttons on either side of this window. Coming around to the back, we're going to add in some acacia buttons right here, like so, in each of the corners. So pretty cool stuff. So the one last final little detail that we can do to this house is basically just add in a bunch of little flowers, a little decoration going around. Let me grab some of this dirt right here, this podzol, and I believe that is pretty much everything that we need for this. So you can add in a little garden area down at the bottom here, which basically just wraps all the way around. Taking this all out, and then basically digging out all that sand, coarse dirt, mixed in with some podzol, just kind of randomly. And then we have some bushes put back, and then some lily of the valleys, oxeye daisies, just different things to kind of make it feel like an oasis or like some life is living here. You can even get some grass, and I even put some water in there just as like a little water feature. So, I mean, if you want to do that, you can. And then we can have like a little garden top roof over here by adding in some flowers. There we go. Just like so. Pretty cool stuff. So now we're ready to do the interior. Okay, so make sure to put a jungle wood door onto your house here. Once we go inside, it's going to be a mess in here, but I'm going to show you how to clean this up so you guys can do your own interiors. Feel free to go back to the beginning of the video to check out the interior that I did, and you get some inspiration off of that. But what we're going to do here is basically just start by making everything look nice. So we're going to start filling in some of this loose acacia that's everywhere. So we want to basically build this up one more in the inside, going all the way around, just like that. Now you can add an acacia area that comes around just like so. And if we go into the kitchen, we can add in an acacia roof that goes around and then add some slabs that kind of wrap around and go into the kitchen just like that. Then for this area, we're going to build up this acacia wood that's kind of just loosely there, and then have some acacia slabs going all the way around, leaving a hole right in this spot, and then having a ladder that goes all the way up to the top. Next, making sure to fill in anything that's kind of just loose in your fireplace. Place a campfire in there, and there you go. That is your pretty much all your interior all done and ready to go. A livable space, looking pretty nice and very simple to do. And that's going to do it for this build for today. This Oasis Desert Home, perfect for your little Oasis desert needs or survival needs. I would love to build this in like a single player survival world in my desert area. This would be absolutely fantastic. You guys have to let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I really do appreciate reading those, and I try to respond to you guys as much as possible whenever I get a chance. But that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on it and subscribe for more tutorials just like this one. And plenty more tutorials to come, so be sure to do that. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. As always, don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you guys next time.